but we start the show tonight with yet another reason, as if you needed one, to keep your children well clear of so-called experts. A Queensland University academic has warned that encouraging children to stand up for victims of bullying is a bad thing. That's right, Dr. Karen Healy has said that intervening to help when a child is being bullied risks disempowering the victim. She told the Courier Mail, and I quote, "People have assumed for many years having bystanders intervene in bullying would be helpful. But in general, there is no association of bystander involvement and improved outcomes for victims. It may, in fact, make things worse. When other students intervene to stop the bullying, it may make the victim feel helpless or look weak in front of their peers. People have assumed for many years having bystanders intervene in bullying would be helpful, but in general, there's no association," she said, "that it will improve things at all." Now, this was reported in the Courier Mail, who also ran a poll, and at last view, 92% of people, surprise, surprise, Freya, disagreed with the expert. Shock or obvious?
Honestly, at this point, the experts never really surprise me. They always seem to come up with a new quacky theory, and this one does not disappoint. But you know what's more disempowering than having someone stand up for you? Getting bullied. That's pretty disempowering. Getting abused every single day. I would rather have someone stand up and defend me, even if it risks me maybe looking weak, than just be relentlessly bullied. And the academic literature seems to suggest that one of the most painful aspects of bullying is not even the bullying itself, but it's the fact that none of the victim's peers stand up and do anything. So yes, it might not stop the bullying, it might have other, trade-offs, but at least you're standing up. And it's not only just about the victim. It's good to teach kids the standard you walk by is the standard you accept. If you see something that is not right, speak up, say something. So this Dr. Healy should go get a degree from the University of Common Sense, because I think she spent a bit too much time in academia and not enough time in real life.
But this is what I'm confused about. Like in any other situation, presumably, I don't know, Dr. Healy may have a different view. But if you see something happening that is wrong, you believe to be wrong, the right thing to do is to intervene or to voice your opinion on it. The standard you walk past is the standard you accept. So if you know that your best mate's belting his wife, am I meant to go, oh, well, I don't want her to feel weak if I tell him he shouldn't do that? If you're walking past a dark alleyway and you hear a woman or a man, for that matter, down that alleyway screaming because something's going on, you go, look, I wouldn't want them to feel weak. I won't intervene in that. Surely it's the same principle as bullying. If you're in the schoolyard and Big Johnny's getting into Little Johnny, well, you go and tell Big Johnny, that's not the way we do things around here. I reckon, and this is like the extreme end of things. Obviously, these days in schools, we treat bullying a little differently to the way we used to. Once upon a time, you came home and said to Mum and Dad, well, Big Johnny's bullying me. And Mum and Dad turned around and said, well, give him the Bob Catter treatment.
Don't say that, because that irritates me, and I punch blokes in the mouth for saying that.
Give him the Catter treatment, I say. And that's what you should be doing if you see a bully as well. That irritates me. I'll punch you in the mouth if you don't stop. That's how we used to deal with these things. And to some degree, I think it probably worked better because it said to the bully, I'm not afraid to stand up to you. Because that's the bully's power, is that no one will stand up to them. And breaking that power and standing up to a bully, whether you're the one being bullied or you're someone watching the bullying, says to the bully, mate, you're not on the top of the tree. It's ever been thus, and now we have academics telling us, oh no, it actually makes the bullied feel weak. Really?
Well, Dr. Healy's gone for a very softly approach. These are her recommendations. Rather than encourage bystanders to step in and defend people who are being bullied, she says we should rely on three things. Number one, school policies.
Oh, yes.
So schools need to have more paperwork filed somewhere in the office. That'll stop bullying.
Much like the law says that you shouldn't bash your wife, but people still do it.
They don't follow the policy.
Sorry, we didn't know that.
Here's the second suggestion. Schools need to create a kind environment. That's what I thought. I just really.
How is that going to happen if no one calls out the people creating a bad environment?
I'm sure she's a lovely lady, but I'm not sure she's been to a public school recently. And third, report incidents within 48 hours. When you report an incident 2 days later, it becomes an issue of he said, she said. Teachers would be very reluctant to get involved at that point. I don't see how any of those recommendations protect children from being bullied in the schoolyard.
Especially the reporting one. I understand you want to report this stuff, but when you as the victim go to the teacher, you're then branded as the snitch and the teacher's pet, which will probably make the bullying worse. It's better to just confront it head on and just say, as Caleb said, stuff you. If you don't stop, I'll take matters into my own hands.
And I guess, homeless people, geez, we wouldn't want to help homeless people out. That might make them feel weak, that they can't lift themselves up out of the situation where... I mean, you just follow all of this to its logical conclusion and it makes no sense. Yeah. People who have the ability to help other people should help other people. It's just the way things should be.